Happiness is not something that just happens to us, it's something we create. It's a choice, a mindset, a daily commitment. We often wait for the world to give us happiness, but the truth is, happiness begins with you. It starts with taking full responsibility for your own life and deciding today that you will choose joy. You see, many people go through life waiting for something outside themselves to change before they feel happy. They think, if I just get the promotion or the car or the house or the perfect relationship, then I will be happy. But that's a trap. You can't wait for external circumstances to determine how you feel. Happiness comes from within. It's an inside job. First, you must understand that happiness comes from gratitude. It's not about what you don't have, but what you already do. Look around you. Every day we are given countless blessings, small and large, that often go unnoticed. Take a moment to appreciate them. The roof over your head, the food on your table, the people who love you. When you start recognizing the good in your life, the happiness starts to grow. Next, happiness requires setting clear, meaningful goals. When you have a purpose, when you know where you're headed, life becomes more fulfilling. Goals give you direction and meaning. But be sure that these goals are aligned with your values. Don't chase what others tell you should make you happy. Instead, ask yourself, what do I truly want from life? What will make me feel fulfilled? When you pursue what truly matters to you, happiness becomes a natural byproduct of your efforts. Another important factor in happiness is the people you surround yourself with. If you want to feel better, you need to be around those who lift you up. The quality of your relationships directly impacts your happiness. Be mindful of who you spend your time with. Are they positive, encouraging, and supportive, or are they draining and negative? Your environment plays a huge role in your mental and emotional state. Surround yourself with those who inspire you and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Now let's talk about taking action. Happiness is not just about thinking happy thoughts, it's about doing the work. The happiest people are often those who are actively working on their goals, who are taking daily steps to improve their lives, and who are making a difference in the lives of others. Happiness comes from progress, from the sense that you're moving forward and making a positive impact. It's the satisfaction of knowing that you're becoming the person you were meant to be. Understand that happiness is not about perfection. Life will always have its ups and downs. There will be challenges and setbacks. And there will be moments when things don't go as planned. But it's how you respond to those moments that matters. Don't let adversity steal your joy. Embrace the journey, learn from the struggles, and keep moving forward. Happiness is not a destination, it's a way of life. It's about choosing the right mindset, setting meaningful goals, surrounding yourself with the right people, and taking consistent action toward your vision. And remember, you are in control of it all. Happiness is something you create every single day. So take charge of your life and start creating the happiness you deserve. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools we have for creating happiness in our lives. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of more success, more material possessions, more recognition, but in the process, we can overlook the abundance we already have. Gratitude shifts our perspective, turning our attention away from what we lack to what we already possess. And that simple shift has the power to transform our experience of life. The truth is, most of us tend to focus on what's wrong or what's missing. We live in a world that constantly reminds us of what we should have, what we need to achieve, or what's not yet in place. But this mindset of deficiency only leads to dissatisfaction. It's a trap that keeps us on a never-ending chase for something more. No matter how much we achieve, it never seems enough. This is where gratitude makes all the difference. When you begin to practice gratitude, you stop looking at life as a series of obstacles to overcome or goals to achieve. Instead, you begin to see it as a series of blessings. The small moments, the simple joys, and the people around you all become sources of happiness. Gratitude brings awareness to the beauty that already exists in your life. It reminds you that you don't have to wait for something extraordinary to happen in order to feel joy. The extraordinary can often be found in the everyday moments, the smile from a friend, the warmth of the sun, a quiet moment of reflection, or even the challenges that help you grow. This shift in mindset is important because it can quickly change the way you feel about your life. Rather than waking up thinking about everything you don't have, you can start your day by acknowledging the things you do. It could be something as simple as being grateful for your health, your family, your job, or even the roof over your head. These things may seem small, but when you begin to notice them, they become sources of strength and joy. When we focus on what we have, we invite more of it into our lives. We start to realize that we already have everything we need to feel happy. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude regularly can significantly improve your mental health. People who consistently take time to reflect on what they're thankful for report feeling more positive, less stressed, and more satisfied with their lives. Gratitude encourages an optimistic outlook and helps counterbalance negative emotions like frustration, anxiety, and envy. It also strengthens relationships by fostering a deeper appreciation for the people around us. When we express gratitude for the things others do, we build stronger bonds with them. Gratitude fosters connection and helps us recognize the value that others bring into our lives. Another way gratitude impacts our happiness is by helping us deal with setbacks and challenges. Life will never be without difficulties, and it's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going well. But gratitude helps us reframe our experiences. Instead of focusing on the negative, we can focus on the lessons we're learning or the growth that comes from adversity. Gratitude encourages resilience by teaching us to look for the silver lining, even in the darkest times. It helps us see that challenges are not roadblocks to happiness, but opportunities for growth and strength. Practicing gratitude is also a way to increase our overall sense of well-being. It enhances our self-esteem and sense of worth as it teaches us to acknowledge the good things that we contribute to our own lives and the lives of others. By recognizing our own accomplishments and the efforts we put in, we build a stronger sense of self. We also learn to value the present moment. So often we rush through life constantly focused on the future that we forget to appreciate where we are right now. Gratitude teaches us to pause and savor the present, making us more content with the here and now. To incorporate gratitude into your daily life, it doesn't have to be complicated. Start small, perhaps with a simple morning practice. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. Write them down and make it a habit to do this every morning or evening. It's important to be specific. Don't just say, I'm grateful for my family, but I'm grateful for my sister's kindness, or I'm grateful for the support I received from my friend last week. The more specific you get, the more deeply you'll feel the gratitude. As you continue to practice gratitude, you'll start to notice shifts in how you view the world. You'll begin to see more opportunities for joy, more reasons to be thankful, and more beauty in your life. Over time, gratitude will become an ingrained part of your mindset, allowing you to experience more happiness with every passing day. The best part is that gratitude is free, and it's something you can do right now without any special skills or resources. All it requires is a willingness to change your perspective and a commitment to focusing on the good in your life. Setting clear and meaningful goals is one of the most powerful ways to find happiness in life. Without a clear sense of purpose or direction, it can feel as though we are simply drifting through life, reacting to circumstances rather than creating the life we truly want. Goals give us a roadmap, guiding us toward the future we envision, and they help us measure our progress. They provide motivation, structure, and meaning. And when we pursue them with focus and determination, we find fulfillment in the journey. The first step in setting meaningful goals is to define what truly matters to you. This requires introspection and honesty with yourself. Many people set goals based on external expectations, what society says is important, or what others believe they should aim for. But true fulfillment comes from pursuing goals that align with your own values, passions, and vision for your life. Ask yourself, what do I really want? What excites me? What makes me feel alive? When your goals are in alignment with your values, you will have a deeper connection to them, and they will motivate you to take action. It's also important to make sure your goals are specific and measurable. Vague goals like I want to be happy or I want to be successful are not as effective as clearly defined goals. Instead of generalizing, break them down into specific, tangible objectives. For example, instead of saying, I want to be fit, set a goal like I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week for the next 3 months. This level of specificity gives you a clear target to aim for and allows you to track your progress along the way. The more specific and measurable your goals are, the more empowered and motivated you will feel as you work toward them. Setting meaningful goals also requires creating a plan of action. It's not enough to simply wish for something. You need a strategy to make it happen. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. This will prevent you from feeling overwhelmed and give you a clear path forward. As you achieve these smaller milestones, you will build momentum and confidence, which will keep you moving forward toward your ultimate goal. A well-thought-out plan ensures that you don't waste time or energy chasing after distractions, but instead stay focused on what really matters. One of the key reasons goals lead to happiness is that they provide purpose. When you have something to work toward, life becomes more meaningful. Goals give you a reason to get up every day, a reason to push yourself and grow. They help you connect with a vision of the future that excites and inspires you. Without goals, life can feel aimless, and you may struggle with feelings of dissatisfaction or a sense of unfulfillment. But when you have clear goals that align with your passions, you feel driven, and every step you take toward your goal becomes a source of motivation. Another reason goals are linked to happiness is that they provide a sense of accomplishment. When you achieve a goal, no matter how small, it brings with it a sense of pride and satisfaction. These moments of success reinforce your belief in your own abilities and encourage you to keep striving for even bigger goals. As you achieve each step, you create a positive feedback loop. Success leads to more success. The key is to recognize and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Every step forward is progress, and every win is worth acknowledging. Setting goals helps you grow as a person. Goals stretch you out of your comfort zone and challenge you to become better, smarter, and stronger. They push you to learn new skills, face fears, and overcome obstacles. It's in the pursuit of these challenges that you learn the most about yourself and develop resilience. Even when things don't go as planned, you gain valuable lessons from the journey that help you grow into a more capable and confident individual. This process of continuous growth and improvement is an essential component of happiness because it creates a sense of purpose and accomplishment that cannot be taken away. Having goals also helps you prioritize your time and energy. Life is full of distractions, and it's easy to get sidetracked by things that don't really matter. When you have clear goals, you can evaluate whether the things you're doing are moving you closer to your vision or simply taking up space in your life. This ability to prioritize helps you eliminate unnecessary stress and focus on what truly contributes to your happiness. You begin to say no to the things that don't align with your goals and yes to the things that bring you closer to achieving them. It's important to remember that goals should be flexible. Life rarely goes according to plan, and sometimes things change. Don't be afraid to reassess and adjust your goals as you go along. If something isn't working, or if you discover a new passion, allow yourself the freedom to pivot and set new goals that align with where you are now. The process of setting goals is not about rigidly sticking to a path, but rather about staying true to your own vision and continuing to move forward, even if the course changes along the way. Goals give us something to strive for and offer us the opportunity to live a life that's aligned with our deepest desires. When we set meaningful goals and work toward them with determination and purpose, we find that the journey itself is a source of happiness. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our happiness and overall well-being. Whether we realize it or not, our relationships shape the way we see the world, how we feel about ourselves, and the energy we bring to our daily lives. It's not just about the number of people we know or how often we socialize. It's about the quality of those relationships and how they contribute to our sense of fulfillment. Surrounding ourselves with the right people can elevate our happiness, while toxic relationships can drain us of our energy, confidence, and joy. At the heart of this is the idea that we become like the people we spend the most time with. This is not just a cliche, but a psychological reality. The attitudes, behaviors, and values of those around us influence our own attitudes, beliefs, and actions. If we are surrounded by people who are positive, supportive, and driven, we are more likely to adopt those same qualities. We begin to see life through a more optimistic lens, adopt healthier habits, and approach challenges with a greater sense of resilience. On the other hand, if we spend our time with negative, critical, or pessimistic people, their mindset can seep into our own thinking. We might find ourselves feeling discouraged, unmotivated, or trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. Positive, uplifting relationships play a crucial role in our mental and emotional health. When we are around people who support and encourage us, we feel valued, understood, and loved. These types of relationships provide a foundation of security and comfort, which allows us to take risks, pursue our goals, and face life's challenges with confidence. The emotional support we receive from friends, family, and colleagues can help us navigate difficult times, reduce stress, and improve our overall sense of well-being. Healthy relationships also boost our self-esteem. When we are surrounded by people who appreciate us for who we are, who see our strengths, celebrate our accomplishments, and help us grow, we begin to believe in ourselves more. These positive interactions reaffirm our worth and remind us of the unique value we bring to the world. They help us recognize our potential and motivate us to continue striving toward our goals. People who believe in us help us believe in ourselves, and that belief is essential for happiness and success. In contrast, toxic relationships can have the opposite effect. Toxic people are those who drain our energy, undermine our self-confidence, and create unnecessary stress in our lives. These individuals might be manipulative, controlling, or constantly negative, and being around them can leave us feeling exhausted, disheartened, or unworthy. Toxic relationships may leave us second-guessing ourselves or doubting our abilities. Over time, they can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, and loneliness. Even if we are not consciously aware of it, being around people who don't respect or value us can have a lasting impact on our mental and emotional state. One of the keys to building happiness is learning to recognize which relationships serve us and which ones drain us. Not every relationship is meant to last forever. And sometimes it's necessary to distance ourselves from people who are no longer positive influences in our lives. This doesn't mean we need to be rude or dismissive, but it does mean setting boundaries that protect our well-being. We need to be honest with ourselves about the impact certain people have on us. If someone consistently brings negativity or drama into our lives, it's okay to step back and create space for healthier relationships. It's also important to remember that building positive relationships isn't just about what others can do for us, it's about what we bring to the table as well. Strong, supportive relationships are reciprocal. We also need to be positive influences in the lives of those we care about. When we show kindness, empathy, and support to others, we strengthen our bonds and create an environment where happiness can thrive. The act of giving, whether it's offering a listening ear, sharing a moment of joy, or helping someone in need, creates a sense of connection and fulfillment that enhances our own happiness. In addition to the people we already know, it's important to actively seek out new relationships that align with our values and goals. Surrounding ourselves with a circle of like-minded individuals can accelerate our growth and success. These are people who share our passions, ambitions, and vision for life, and being around them can inspire us to aim higher and work harder. Whether through professional networks, hobby groups, or social circles, finding communities of people who uplift and challenge us can provide a tremendous source of joy and motivation. It's essential to understand that not all relationships are created equal. The quality of our relationships matters far more than the quantity. It's better to have a few close, genuine friends who truly support and care about you than a large group of acquaintances who don't offer meaningful connection. Investing in deeper, more authentic relationships will have a far greater impact on your happiness than simply surrounding yourself with people who don't add value to your life. The people you spend time with shape your reality. If you want to cultivate happiness, make sure you are investing your time and energy in relationships that bring out the best in you. Surround yourself with those who inspire you, challenge you, and support you in your journey. In return, offer the same level of support and positivity to those around you. Together, you can create a network of love, encouragement, and growth that makes happiness not just an individual pursuit, but a shared experience. Taking action towards your goals is perhaps the most important step in finding happiness. It's easy to get caught in the trap of thinking that happiness will come once we achieve something or once we reach a certain point in life. But true happiness lies in the journey of becoming, not just in the destination. Taking action is what bridges the gap between where we are now and where we want to be. It's through consistent effort that we begin to experience the rewards of our hard work. And this sense of progress is what cultivates a lasting sense of fulfillment and joy. Action is the key to turning our dreams into reality. Without action, goals remain just wishes, abstract ideas with no tangible connection to our lives. It's easy to get caught up in planning and strategizing, imagining what our lives could be like if only the conditions were right or if we just had the right resources. But the truth is, the conditions will never be perfect and the ideal moment will never arrive unless we take that first step. Waiting for everything to align perfectly often leads to inaction, and inaction leads to frustration and stagnation. Action, on the other hand, opens doors, creates opportunities, and moves us closer to the person we want to become. One of the key reasons why action leads to happiness is because it gives us a sense of control over our lives. Life can often feel unpredictable, and external circumstances can sometimes feel overwhelming or out of our control. But by taking action, we take back that control. Each step we take, no matter how small, is a deliberate choice we make to move toward our goals and take charge of our future. Action gives us autonomy and empowers us to create the life we desire. It eliminates the feeling of helplessness that often accompanies waiting for things to change on their own. Taking action is essential for personal growth. Growth doesn't happen by sitting idly. It happens by trying new things, by stepping outside of our comfort zones, and by learning from our mistakes. Every time we take action, we open ourselves up to new experiences and new lessons. These experiences shape us, helping us to become more resilient, capable, and self-aware. We might not always get the immediate results we want, but every step along the way is an opportunity to grow and improve. It's through action that we learn how to adapt to challenges, adjust our strategies, and persist in the face of setbacks. Action also creates momentum. When we begin to take steps toward our goals, we start building momentum, and momentum can be one of the most powerful forces in life. The more we do, the more we feel motivated to do. Even small actions can create a ripple effect, propelling us forward in ways we never anticipated. This momentum often leads to a snowball effect, where progress builds upon itself and inspires us to continue. Each small success, each minor achievement reinforces our belief in our ability to reach our larger goals, and this belief fuels further action. The simple act of getting started is often the hardest part, but once we take that initial step, everything else becomes easier. Another powerful aspect of taking action is that it builds confidence. Confidence comes not from simply thinking about what we want to achieve, but from actively working toward it. Every time we take action, we prove to ourselves that we are capable. We begin to trust in our ability to overcome challenges, solve problems, and navigate obstacles. This confidence doesn't come from perfection or from getting everything right, but from the experience of trying, failing, learning, and growing. When we take action, we demonstrate to ourselves that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by our willingness to move forward regardless of them. Taking action also leads to a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. When we actively pursue something that matters to us, we tap into a sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing we are working towards something important. This sense of purpose adds depth to our lives, creating a foundation of meaning that carries us through difficult times. It's easy to feel lost or disconnected when we have nothing we're actively working toward, but when we have a goal, a vision, and a plan of action, we create a framework for our lives that gives us direction and clarity. This sense of purpose enriches our experience and gives us a reason to keep going, even when the journey gets tough. Taking action creates a sense of accomplishment. The feeling of having made progress, even in small ways, provides a deep sense of satisfaction. Every task we complete, every goal we move closer to, reinforces the idea that we are capable of achieving what we set our minds to. These moments of accomplishment create positive feedback loops that encourage us to keep going. They provide us with tangible proof of our ability to create change in our lives and move toward our dreams. This sense of achievement is one of the most rewarding aspects of the pursuit of happiness, as it shows us that our efforts are not in vain and that our hard work is paying off. Taking action also has the power to inspire others. When we step up and take charge of our own lives, we become examples of possibility for those around us. Our determination and drive can motivate others to take action in their own lives, creating a ripple effect that spreads positivity and empowerment. The act of pursuing our own goals and happiness often sparks the same in others, creating a network of people who support, inspire, and challenge each other. And taking action toward our goals is essential for building happiness because it brings us closer to the life we want to live. It allows us to take control, build confidence, create momentum, and find purpose. While it's easy to get caught in the trap of waiting for the perfect moment or the right circumstances, the truth is that the best time to act is now. Each small step forward is a victory, and every bit of progress brings us closer to the happiness and fulfillment we deserve. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Letting go of limiting beliefs is one of the most powerful steps you can take to find happiness. The beliefs we hold about ourselves and the world around us shape our reality, often in ways we don't even realize. These beliefs, whether conscious or unconscious, influence the decisions we make, the risks we take, and the way we view our potential. Limiting beliefs are thoughts or ideas that hold us back from reaching our full potential. They are often rooted in fear, past experiences, or negative conditioning, and they prevent us from seeing the opportunities that are available to us. If we are to experience true happiness, we must learn to challenge and release these limiting beliefs. One of the biggest obstacles to happiness is the belief that we are not capable or worthy of achieving our goals. Many people live with the idea that they are not good enough, smart enough, or skilled enough to succeed. These thoughts can be deeply ingrained, often stemming from past experiences or messages we've received from others throughout our lives. These beliefs can hold us back from even trying, as we might feel like failure is inevitable or that we don't deserve success. But the truth is that everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, is capable of achieving greatness. When we let go of the belief that we're not good enough, we open ourselves to the possibility that we can achieve whatever we set our minds to. Another common limiting belief is the fear of failure. Many people avoid pursuing their dreams because they are terrified of failing. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing people from taking the risks necessary to grow and succeed. However, failure is not something to be feared. It is an essential part of the journey to success. Every failure is a learning opportunity, a chance to grow and refine our approach. The most successful people are not those who avoid failure, but those who seek. When we let go of the fear of failure, we free ourselves to take bold action and pursue our goals with confidence. Limiting beliefs can also manifest in the form of negative self-talk. Many people have an inner critic that constantly tells them they are not good enough or that they'll never succeed. This inner dialogue can be incredibly damaging, as it erodes our self-esteem and prevents us from taking positive steps forward. Negative self-talk often stems from deep-rooted insecurities and past disappointments, but it does not reflect the reality of who we are or what we are capable of achieving. By recognizing these thoughts and choosing not to engage with them, we can begin to replace them with positive, empowering beliefs. Instead of saying, "I'll never be able to do this," we can say, "I am capable of learning and growing through this challenge." Replacing negative self-talk with affirmations of our strengths and abilities helps to break the cycle of limiting beliefs and opens the door to greater happiness and fulfillment. Another limiting belief that holds many people back is the belief that success is reserved for others. This belief is often rooted in envy or comparison, as we look at others and feel like they are more deserving of success or happiness than we are. However, success is not a finite resource. There is more than enough for everyone. Just because someone else has achieved success does not mean that you cannot achieve it as well. Letting go of the belief that success is reserved for others allows us to see that there is no competition for happiness or achievement. Our success is not dependent on someone else's failure. This shift in mindset allows us to take ownership of our own path and create the life we truly want, without comparing ourselves to others. The belief that happiness is dependent on external circumstances is another limiting belief that can hinder our pursuit of happiness. Many people wait for the perfect moment when they have more money, a better job, or a different relationship before they allow themselves to be happy. But the truth is, happiness is not something that can be found in external circumstances. It is something that comes from within. While external factors can influence our mood, true happiness comes from our mindset, attitudes, and choices. When we let go of the belief that we need external validation or material possessions to be happy, we empower ourselves to find contentment and joy in the present moment. Another limiting belief that can prevent happiness is the idea that we need to do everything ourselves. Many people believe they must be self-reliant in every area of their life, which can lead to feelings of isolation, overwhelm, and burnout. While it's important to take responsibility for our own lives, we do not have to do everything alone. Reaching out for help, leaning on others, and accepting support is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. When we let go of the belief that we must carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, we create space for collaboration, support, and shared experiences. This can significantly enhance our sense of connection and happiness. Letting go of limiting beliefs is not an overnight process. It takes time, self-reflection, and patience. But as we work through this process, we begin to experience more freedom, more joy, and more success in our lives. By letting go of the beliefs that hold us back, we create space for new opportunities, new ways of thinking, and new possibilities for growth and happiness. The freedom that comes from letting go of these beliefs is the key to unlocking our full potential and living a life that is truly fulfilling. At its core, gratitude shifts our focus away from what we lack to what we already have. In a society that often emphasizes scarcity, the idea that there is not enough for everyone, it can be difficult to appreciate what we have. We are constantly bombarded with messages that tell us we need more money, more success, more possessions, more validation. This constant desire for more can create a sense of dissatisfaction, making it hard to feel content. However, when we make gratitude a habit, we begin to notice the abundance that already exists in our lives. Gratitude reminds us that there is always something to be thankful for, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. It could be the support of a friend, a beautiful sunset, a moment of peace, or even a warm cup of coffee. These everyday moments, when recognized and appreciated, have the power to shift our entire perspective on life. Gratitude also helps us reframe our challenges. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when faced with difficulties or setbacks, but gratitude allows us to find lessons and growth in those situations. Instead of focusing solely on the pain or frustration of a challenge, gratitude encourages us to look for the silver lining. Maybe the challenge taught us resilience, patience, or a new skill. Perhaps it brought us closer to others who offered support or helped us realize what we truly value. When we cultivate a mindset of gratitude, we begin to see every situation as an opportunity for growth, no matter how difficult it may seem in the moment. Additionally, gratitude plays a significant role in our mental and emotional health. Studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. When we focus on the positives in our lives, our brains begin to shift away from negative thought patterns and rumination. Instead of dwelling on what's going wrong or what we don't have, we train our minds to look for the good in our lives. This shift in focus has a profound impact on our emotional well-being, helping us to feel more optimistic and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Gratitude also has a physical impact on our health. Research has shown that people who practice gratitude regularly tend to have better sleep, lower blood pressure, and stronger immune systems. This is because gratitude reduces the levels of stress hormones in the body and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and healing. When we are grateful, we are more likely to engage in healthy habits such as exercising, eating well, and getting enough rest. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, we naturally create an environment for better physical health. Moreover, practicing gratitude can help us become more present in our lives. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of daily tasks and responsibilities. We often spend so much time looking ahead to the future or worrying about the past that we forget to appreciate the present moment. Gratitude brings us back to the here and now. It reminds us to slow down and notice the small joys that make life beautiful. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of laughter, or the simple act of enjoying a meal, gratitude helps us savor these moments and fully experience life as it is, rather than constantly striving for something more. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to shift our self-perception. When we are grateful for what we have, we begin to appreciate ourselves more. Gratitude encourages us to recognize our strengths, accomplishments, and the positive qualities that make us who we are. Rather than focusing on our flaws or comparing ourselves to others, we start to embrace our unique journey and acknowledge the progress we've made. This shift in perspective builds self-esteem and encourages us to feel worthy of the happiness and success we seek. It reminds us that we are enough just as we are. The more we practice gratitude, the more it becomes a natural part of our daily lives. One of the simplest ways to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Taking a few minutes each day to write down things we are grateful for helps train our minds to focus on the positives. These can be big or small, anything that brings a sense of appreciation. The act of writing it down helps solidify the positive emotions associated with gratitude and reinforces the habit. Over time, we begin to notice more things to be grateful for, and the practice becomes second nature. Another way to incorporate gratitude into our lives is through expressions of thanks. Whether it's telling a friend how much they mean to us, sending a thank you note, or simply acknowledging the kindness of others, expressing gratitude strengthens our connections and spreads positivity. It also helps to cultivate an attitude of abundance, where we feel rich in the love, support, and blessings that surround us. Gratitude has the power to transform the way we experience life. It shifts our focus from what's missing to what's present, allowing us to find joy and contentment in the here and now. By practicing gratitude regularly, we not only improve our mental, emotional, and physical health, but also create deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Gratitude enriches our lives by helping us appreciate the beauty and abundance that already exist, and in doing so, it opens the door to lasting happiness. In conclusion, finding happiness is not about waiting for the perfect circumstances or achieving a specific set of goals. It is a journey that requires intentional effort, mindset shifts, and daily practices. By taking action toward our dreams, nurturing our mindset, and letting go of limiting beliefs, we begin to create the life we desire. Embracing gratitude helps us appreciate the abundance already present in our lives, shifting our focus away from what we lack. Happiness is not found in a distant future, but in the present moment, in the small choices we make each day to cultivate joy, contentment, and fulfillment. True happiness comes from within, and by practicing these principles, we unlock the potential to live a life filled with purpose, peace, and lasting happiness.